Hello everybody and welcome back to the Little King story playthrough. So we made it pretty much all the way through New Island at the end of the last part, but it was getting very long, so I kinda didn't want to, take on the boss at the end of that. So today on day 74, we're going to go take on King Jumbo Champloon. And since we've made it through the entirety of New Island, we don't really need any Giga Carpenters, we don't need any Lumberjacks, don't really need any Farmers. We do want as many Hardened Soldiers as possible. We do want a reasonable selection of Gourmet Cooks, for one very, very good reason. And then the rest of our army can be filled up with Hunters, maybe. Really, your best bet with this is Hardened Soldiers, if anything. Because you're going to be dealing with a very large enemy who you're going to be able to cause more damage to getting people attached to him than firing arrows. But, as long as you have a lot of soldiers, at least 3 cooks, and a few hunters, you should be golden. I mean, really, you shouldn't come across... Well, you'll probably find him a challenge, because King Jumbo Champloon is easily one of the more difficult boss fights in the game. Largely because of how unpredictable he is. I mean, obviously, you've seen his kingdom. He's a bloody nut job. And also, I know I don't have a full party, but that's not a problem, because at the end of the day, we want to be as tight a team as possible for this, because we're going to have to do a lot of manoeuvring, and it has the potential, well, if we have a slightly smaller team, it means I can move everyone out of the way quite a bit quicker. Also, obviously, since we don't have a very quick route back to the end of New Island, we kind of do have to run all the way back through the kingdom. But since we've explored, since we've grabbed everything, it's only going to take us a few minutes, really. It's just a case of defeating any enemies that happen to catch us off guard. I mean, he can really just sod off, we don't need to kill him. But then, there are going to be enemies that we're going to face down, where we are going to have to remove them from the fray, shall we say. A whole bunch of holes obviously have turned up, but I'm not here for them. I'm here for Jumbo Champloon, who is well and truly my favourite boss fight in the game. Largely in part down to the music, but also because it's just a really fun fight. It's just hilarious, and just a lot of fun, and oh, for God's sake, why did you have to turn up here? So I'm kind of gonna have to get rid of you, aren't I? And it's just, it's not gonna go well, I feel. Oh, bloody Oni metals. I thought I was going to have a lovely, quick time getting through New Island, and then you came along and ruined my plans. And also, for some reason, this guy seems particularly eccentric in his patterns in comparison to pretty much all the other Oni metals I've faced down, because all of the others I've managed to get someone on them quite quickly, but here just seems to have been a bit of a problem. Like, my soldiers just do not want to attach to him. Which is really frustrating. And then obviously I had to just leg it, because I was just like, I do not want to get vacuumed up, that would be bad, and so on and so forth. But it's fine, because he's dead now. And it's really not going to be difficult to take on those big guys. You see? Just go down like absolutely nothing. It's the joy of the bum rush tactic coming to fruition. Although when stuff like that happens, you kind of think, God, I am well, I don't really have any tactics. It's why if ever I went to war, I would be rubbish. Because I just don't really do tactics. I plan. I like my planning. I like to make sure I know what I'm doing when, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to actual battling, I go with the games that don't require me to use actual tactics and planning. Because I'm much better at responding to things as they happen. Fighting just on my toes, so to speak. Than I am with going, right, well, we'll flank them from this side, and I'll do that and that and that and that and that, and it'll all go swimmingly. I just tend to bulldoze through my encounters. Which is not the best way of going about battling, but it's fine. But anyway, we are here, and oh, thank God for this fountain. Definitely needed that. Definitely. And let's just send everybody in, just so that we're all full health and we are good to go. Right, what awaits us? Hamburger, hamburger, la 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 la. So that's obviously love, 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 love. Love, love, love. But here we go, it's time to face down King Jumbo Champloon. This fight is ridiculous, and I love it. So the song that you heard during that introduction thing was Antonin Dvorak's Symphony No. 9, or the New World Symphony, which is just amazing. It's a ridiculously awesome introduction sequence. And then, oh my god, this music. As you may realise, this is the Can-Can music. This is Jacques Offenbach's Infernal Gallop, or Galop Infernal, as it probably be properly pronounced, which is from Orpheus and the Underworld. But obviously everyone recognises it for being the Can-Can music, and oh my god, this is one of my favourite pieces of boss battle music ever. Because it's upbeat, it's ridiculous, it completely matches the fight that's taking place, because none of this makes any sense. We've got flying, bombing pencils, we've got a giant rubber, I suppose, or eraser for those of you in America, or it might be a sponge, or cotton. I don't really know what the hell Jumbo Champloon is, but he's ridiculous. This entire arena is ridiculous, the music's ridiculous, and I just love it ridiculously. I remember when I first got to this, I just had the biggest smile on my face, because I was just like, oh my god, I love this, this is amazing. Now, Jumbo Champloon can be, well, he is a difficult fight. His first phase isn't too bad, it's just a case of avoiding his attacks. but he can heal himself. Obviously, you're getting these constant warnings of worker onies coming from the X gate, east or west gate, and basically, they will bring sweets to him, and if they get to him, he will heal. So you need to be very, very careful. But then, you get to phase 2. He's got a chicken head now, because why not? Like, seriously, why not? And now he has a whole batch of new moves, one of which is particularly dangerous. This attack here, because it is a beam. If any of your citizens get hit by that beam, their job class will change. And I believe it does change permanently. So, you've got to be wary. It's quite easy to dodge, but with everything that's going on, you are likely to get hit by it at some point. And also, you have the egg that appears. This is why you bring in your gourmet cooks, because that is going to unleash Conqueror, there we go. And obviously, they can only be one hit killed by the gourmet cooks, so you kind of do need them. So this is just, it's a fight of ludicrous proportions, and I absolutely adore it. It's just so much fun after all of the fights that we've had where we're not really fighting the boss. This is a proper boss fight, and it's really fun to do. Because it's constantly keeping you on your toes. For the most part, he has nice tells, so you're in a case of, how do I go about doing this? And also, I'm sorry guys. So I was doing so well at dodging them, but now those 3 hardened soldiers have completely changed jobs. Why not? Now, despite the fact that Champloon does have specialised subjects, i.e. the Craftians, who have seen about the kingdom, doesn't use them actually in this battle at all, which is odd. Also, since he's obviously an incomplete king from an incomplete kingdom, he's neither... he's not a typical fantasy villain, like the only king or whatever, have you? And he's very much unlike any of the other kings that we face down. So, he's a very, very strange beast. And apparently, if you speak to the citizens of New Island, or at least just talk to citizens at some point, Champloon is the first being created by God, which explains his rather crude appearance and manner. I mean, look. He's got shades on now. He's a knight. Just... I just can't help but smile and laugh and feel happy. I will say, in recording this fight, I did die once because it is a challenging fight. It's very easy to get blindsided by certain things, especially in this last phase. Because you've got the bombing pencils, you've got these Oni rollers, which are going to charge across the area. You've got all the things that he's going to fling out at you, his shockwave attacks, everything. It's just complete insanity for like nearly 10 minutes. And I couldn't think of a better way to have the final King's boss fight, really. La 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 la. Yeah, this just... I am practically speechless at how much I love this fight. It's... all I can say is it's ludicrous. It is by far the best fight in the game as far as I'm aware. And also, arguably the most challenging, the one that's the most fair in its challenge. Because obviously we've still got the final boss of the game to come. And I would argue that some of its attacks are quite cheap, whereas Jumbo Champloon is very fair. Obviously he can heal himself, which is annoying, but everything else just works. For Jumbo Champloon, he's challenging, but not a dick in his challenge. Come on! We're nearly there! Just one last little switch and we should be there. Sorry, Amorous. But don't worry. Oh. I'm sorry, Anne. We're nearly there. Come on, guys. Oh. There we go. King Jumbo Champloon is defeated. Beautiful. And so, New Island now belongs to us. Let's pick up all of our treasures. Beautiful. And let's free the final princess. And see what she's like, eh? So, world domination is complete. We have taken over the entire world. We're rich beyond all belief and just... ah! It's glorious. Absolutely glorious. Look at all of our lovely princesses. Although they are now our queens, obviously. Because we married each and every one of them. Ah, thank you, Hauser. How lovely! Wait, what?
vet nöjd och så något kan man ju. Väldigt gärna med man på kisten något. Men nej, bara. Har ju varit så runt där.
Esto que hago así.
Verdad de 5 aves y casi chocolate.
맨날 맛있다 알고 있어 보인다.
그래 맞다 먹는 걸 보인다 맛이 보인다 라는 얘기했다 모욕해서 대책을 왜 먹어?
So, yes. The world is ending. Good lord.
Con un estritoque del afinador no.
So, Skinny Ray was right all along. So, I think... Okay, we're going to vote. Save the world before it ends. Those in favour? Oh, bloody everybody. Jesus, wet man.
Con un estritoque del afinador no.
So, Skinny Ray is definitely right. We must go up into the sky with the flying machine to see what lies beyond. So, nice reference to Galactus there. Well, clearly us. But we need to complete the flying machine and head out to the end of the world to save it, otherwise we're all going to die. So, the game is not over yet, but we are very, very nearly there. So let's save up, and tomorrow we celebrate, and then we begin our quest to save the world. Hell yeah!